a beautiful day to appreciate you guys for your love, for your constant support. You are amazing. I welcome you to another episode of Talk to Be. It's Talk to Be, baby. Yeah. You know how we do it now. We bring you interesting true life stories. I know somebody is saying interesting, pathetic sometimes, but at the end of it all, you have to learn something from it. Like Yoruba will say, "A máa ń fi ọgbọ́n lọ́gbọ́n, a máa fi ṣọgbọ́n ni," and that's what we do on this show. And today is not going to be different at all because I have a guest in the house, someone who has come to share our experience with us to let us know that, of course, 10 is happening out there. My name is Abiola Adebayo Akinrinde. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, I'm asking you, what are you doing? What? Don't you like my face? Don't you like what you see? All right, guys, please subscribe to this channel. I'd also like you guys to know that views and opinion expressed on this talk show is solely that of my guest and not of my person or Talk to Be as a whole. So whatever they say, it's from them, it's their opinion, okay? I would like to thank all the supporters of Talk to Be worldwide. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for loving my guest. Thank you for coming all out for us. Thank you. I tell you, Ayomide is doing very fine. I mean, very fine. You're going to be seeing her very soon. She's doing well. Things have really changed. I'm going to do that in due time, let you know she's got a place now. The children are back in school, she's going through therapy. She's fine. The guy with HIV is doing well, started his business, is doing very well. I mean, Ajigi Jaga's wife has started a business. The kids are back in school. She renovated her parents' place. She got herself a place. I mean, she's doing well. And a couple of them as well. I don't come out to say all of those things so that people will not see it as an avenue to come and lie, before we approve any stories, we go through them and make sure that they are genuine. Thank you for your genuine love and support. For all the people that have supported us financially, I tell you, we're making good use of your money. I don't take money from anybody, any of them, but I just help them to manage the funds so that they will do well. And in the next few years, they're not back on the street or they're not back to the same situation. So I'm grateful for the support. God bless you. Please keep supporting us. Today is another day with another story, and I hope you're ready for this. All right, guys, I'll go for a break, and when I'm back, I'll introduce my guest. Do not go away.
Talk to Be. Share your experience.
Thank you for joining us. In case you're just joining, you're watching Talk to Be. It's time to learn. So get something to sit, relax yourself, get your popcorn ready, get some drinks, call your friends, your family to come learn again today. Join me as I welcome my guest on the show. How are you doing, ma'am? We're pleased to have you on the show. Thanks for coming to share your experience with us. All right, so let's get to meet you. Who are you and why are you on the show?
My name is Opeyemi.
Okay.
So I'm from Ijebu.
Okay.
I'm a student.
Yeah.
So I'm just a little girl right from home. When I was young, when I was much younger, I was living with my grandma. So living with her was not that easy. Because we'll be left at home. She always go to work as early as 6 o'clock. And she'll come back by, I don't know my parent then. I don't know who gave birth to me, but I know I was living with my grandma. Okay. So after sometimes, we have I have 3 elders in our home. So after, if I come back from school, which is my primary school, I think I was in primary 3 then, if I could remember. So whenever I come back from school, I have one of them in front of my grandma's room. So he would just call me No, I was
Your
still young.
neighbor.
Yes, my neighbor, my grandma's neighbor,
Okay.
will call me, he will have sex with me, and
Hmm?
he will molest me.
How old were you then?
I was 6,
6 years
6
old.
years old, yeah.
Okay.
So after that, and that has kept on going and going. After that, there's one man downstairs. That one was family of sorts. It's like a family to us. So whenever I go in with them, they'll give me money. And then, so that was how I started living
They'll
as
give
a,
you money for what?
after having anything with me or sex. Sometimes he beats me. One of them, there was one that is we call him them Baba style or something. So he's part of our neighbors because that house is just like a family house. So everybody comes in there to live and go. But they are our neighbors. So there was one of those days that whenever I go into, there's this man downstairs. So the one in front of my grandma's house will give me bread in return for the sex and so he will give me bread because he works at bakery. So after
At
that,
the age of 6?
yes, man, yes, man. So then when I moved downstairs, so the routine of that man is whenever he had sex with me, he would give me money. So that day he gave me money. I think maybe that was the last money with him. So only for me to sneak out the normal way we do it, then I will sneak out, then everything will be normal. Just shouted, "She's a thief!" But she came into my room and thieved my money, and that was how everybody came out. Ah, "Omo, she's not a good girl. To grandma about Shilumanshi and all." So
He
no, they,
shouted
yes, he shouted. So they
that
beat me up that I stole his money. So I could not see anything. I could not tell anybody anything. So I was just, okay, fine, no problem. So they collected the money back from me. And after that, he came begging. I was like, it was
how
because
much was the money?
that was just 200 naira. It was 200 naira then. So he said I should get myself something. So it was like, he doesn't have the money. That's why he did what he does. Okay. So from there, I was like, oh, I don't want to live this kind of life again. Like, so I told my grandmother, don't we have any aunties? I want to go and live with them. So after living with my aunts, so one of my aunts came, she was like, and Okwe is very sharp, because I was so brilliant when I was young. Okwe is very sharp, and so she was like, okay, fine, let me go to her house. So when I go to her house, there's this her husband. He has a friend. Whenever they go out to work and they come in back, they live in 3-bedroom flats at Bonojo, Ijebude. So when we were there, when I was there, my auntie said also, she will even say, I'm a bad luck, and she would say a lot of things like, since when you came into this house, you've not been having money, our husband has been having issues and all. But this particular uncle used to come with his husband, our husband rather, to the house. That one does not have sex with me. He just used toothbrush. He used toothbrush on me, and sometimes
We used toothbrush to do what?
he will use toothbrush on my private parts.
To do what?
I don't know.
Okay.
So he will just carry me on his lap after everybody has slept, and he will use toothbrush. Sometimes we use his hand. He doesn't have sex with me. He uses his hand, press me, and then I was still young, and then I was in primary 5. I was close to 10 years then. So I had to leave. I tried telling my sister one of those days, but she was like, she doesn't want to hear anything that is, I just want to lie on the man or something.
You told her?
Yes, I wanted to tell her. I have not tell her anything then.
No.
I just called her that I wanted to see you about your husband friend. She was like, she doesn't want to listen to the conversation, that she's not ready for it. So I just told her one of those days that, can I go back to my grandma's house? She was like, you are free to go. So that was like, I came back to my grandma's place. So when I came back, I did my graduation at primary 5 because I was going to a private school then. So my grandma was like, okay, no problem. So we went to one family party like that. When I got there, one of my grandma's sister, like she's an elder sister to her daughter, she's a lawyer. She was like, they were like, okay, Ope is available. Then I have not know who my mother was or who my father was. So I was like, okay, fine, no problem. Thank God. She was like, I'll make sure you go to school, you finish your secondary school, then your university. So when I go to my sister's place, that was another drama entirely, but I was not molested for the good 3 I spent like 3 years there. I was not molested, but she beat me on any little thing. She just beat me up. She tell me also, she would tell me I'm a bad luck. She would say a lot of things. So at some point in my life, I started seeing myself as, oh, can anything good come out of, like, can I actually do something good? So when I was in GS3, I went to Addict Girls Grammar School in Abeokuta, Onyekolobo. So when I was in GS3, one of those days, I started my period. So I talked to her, I was like, ah, ma, I saw something. She was like, ó dà pé orí ò pé ó ti yá wèrè, ó ti lọ fi gígùnra ẹ ní kinní kan, ó ti lọ, and she said all sorts. So I was not happy with it. But I told one of their neighbors, so they used to take care of me, and she was, one of the neighbors was like, why would she say something like that? I said, I don't know. That I would just make sure I wrote my junior GSS3 WAEC, then I want to leave. So I told her, she was like, ah, oh, mà ní kàwé mọ́, ó mà lọ gbóyún mà ní ilé ọkọ mà ló ń lọ, ó mà ní ìyá, ṣó mọ̀ pé ìyá ẹ̀ gan, ayé ìyá ẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́ and all. I was like, okay, fine, I'll go, even if it is for me to go back home and work. So when I came back to Djibouti, I looked at myself, I said, oh, so Opeyemi, what next? So that was when they now called my mom. I said, so you, like, I was asking her that, so you gave birth to me. Where were you? Were you abroad? Were you outside the country? She was like, no, she lives in the same Djibouti. I was like, can you tell me that we are living in the same city and I've not got to know you? And she was like, she's sorry. Okay, let me go to her place. I have some pictures of you on my phone.
Some pictures of what?
Of her house, of her husband's house. Because when I got there, her husband was like, my stepfather was like, I cannot allow you to sleep in my house. So I do sleep for the 3 years I used there at my mom's place too. I slept in passage. Really slept in the passage because I have a younger brother. So it was later I knew that I had a younger brother from another father. But she got married to another person again. I think that man died or something. I don't really know the story of that boy. So when we were there, when I was there, a lot of things happened. That was when, if maybe anytime my mom, maybe her husband asks her for sex or something inside, because sometimes their conversation link out, the man will just come outside. We are sleeping in the passage where there is no even windows. We have smokers because that house, they sell things, they sell all these smokes and all this Indian hemp. So some guys will come, they'll be like, she be buying one so silly. And also, so my stepfather would be like, ma wonu le temi o, oloshi omo ma wonu le temi o, we sleep in the passage. And after, if they had issues by 1 o'clock, we will come out. So yeah, we should go. He would send us out around that 1 or 2, anytime.
Send it to where?
He would just send us out, and my mom would be inside. My mom have never for once followed us or be like, okay, let me stood up for these children. Let me follow them. Oh, don't you know, at some point I had to ask her, didn't you tell this person that you had children out of the, you had the children before? I was like, I told him, I don't know, and all those stuff. And within those 3 years, I felt like my whole life scattered. I would have preferred I have stayed at my auntie's place at Abeokuta. So when we go out, whenever we go out like that, even some guys fought, they'll be like, Odomilumawa soon. Because it's just like a free, like they'll be like, oh, that's just a free thing for them to do whatsoever they want with me. So at some point in my time, I was like, anybody that wants to do anything, should do it. Let me just sleep and wake up the next morning. Sometimes when I woke up, because the man always go to work around 5:30, so I'll have to wake up from wherever I slept to come back home, stay outside till the man go, then I'll just have to take my bed and go to school. My mom would be like, bulolo sosi. And I'll just be looking at her like, where were you expecting me to sleep? Like, where were you? So at some point, I had to be living with people. So I took the decision of, there's this Anglican church around our area. I was like, I went to meet the pastor. Sir, please, can I stay with you? Can I live with you? And the man was like, but why you that logo connect? No, pastors, they says a lot of things. So the man was like, okay, come and live with me. I said, okay. He said he wants to call my mom. I said, he doesn't have to call my mom because she doesn't really know much about me. Thank God I didn't say anything to them. I didn't even tell them what I've been going through. I've been raped, I've been beaten. I didn't even tell them. So I just told them, okay, fine. The man was like, okay. So I started living with them. I'll walk, do a lot of things. Whenever maybe I'm done with working and they were like, come and sit down. Watch Joko film. I'll make sure I pretended as if I've slept so that I'll go inside my own room. So after that, there was this day, they had a son of 28 years old then. That was 2016. So and the guy came home that Sunday. They were not at home, they were in church. It was like, Opewa dish there for me. Man, okay, unje ain't gonna do one bill, bu. So I picked the plates. That was when it was going and coming on and on. And he was asking me that, Reverend God. I said, I don't know, but I left them in church. I don't know whether they are still there or not. That was when he came. He beat the hell out of me, raped me. Thank God I left all the whole room as scattered as it was. So I had to go to church, called someone, because as of that age, I don't have a phone. I don't even have somebody that to buy phone for me. So I called on our youth president that this and this is what happened. And she has gone back to his house. I would like tell Reverend, me that I'm just managing myself so that nobody will see how I'm living or something. And the man was like, okay, fine, let's go to Sheyi's house. When we go to Sheyi's house, she was like, he's sorry that I did that. Okay, let's go and tell Reverend Abi. I cannot be living in their house and something of such will happen and I will not.
So the guy agreed that he did it.
Yes, he agreed to it. So when we now get home, I called two elders. So I told them that, this Sheyi raped me. That was when Mama flared up and was like, I was sent from the pit of hell to come and destroy their. When I was looking at the woman, I was like, Mommy, well, you told me that I was a glorious wife. You told me I was a glorious child, and what is all this? And she was like, the Holy Spirit even told her I wanted to rape her husband. And as at this time, Reverend was 65 years old, that she prayed. So that means this Mame Water spirit that was from to come and ruin their ministry, suggesting that they had to take it to the old church. They said I'm possessed. They had to take me. They said they will do some bathing. They will pray for me. I'm possessed. The Reverend said most of the time he always pray. He always be in the spirit. Sometimes he'll be speaking with me because he felt like I have this spirit that I want to. He's having this kind of feeling that he wants to have something with me because I am possessing one evil spirit.
Oh, he feels like having something with you. Okay, because there's a spirit inside of you.
Yes,
okay.
Ma'am. So that was when I was like, and they sent me out that night. They sent me out. They were like,
the same night.
The same night. They were like, we can't cope, and they can't cope. So I packed my things back to the passage where I was sleeping.
Did they talk about
they didn't
son,
say
what
they
he
didn't.
did?
They didn't say. They was like I was the one that possessed the guy. So I went back to church. I started coming back to church, but I was at my mom's place. And my mom, when I go to church, people start coming to meet me and be like, there was even an old woman that came to meet me like, show your mommy it was a namesake with me. Mi ò fẹ́ rí ẹ pẹ̀lú ọmọ mi o, má bà ayé ọmọ mi jẹ́ o. Torí àtìgbà tó ti wá sí church ló dàbí pé ti ní nǹkan lára and those. So I had to step back. I was not going to church again. So I stayed at my mom's place of work. So I started working because my mom used to work as a cleaner. So I started taking some jobs from her. I would be like, okay, Mom, ibi tẹ́yin ti fẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ lénìí, ẹ jẹ́ kí mi lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ńbẹ̀. So in our house, to my mom, if you were to be a guy, to be a man, and you come to our house, you started talking to her, like she feels like, okay, you are sensible. You can just come anytime and pick me up. She doesn't have problem with it. So
pick you up for what?
They will just come, mo fẹ́ mú ọmọ yín jáde, and she'll be like, ẹ má mú lọ, kò sí nǹkan tó ń bá mi ṣe náà. So there was this time that they were doing carnival in our street. So some guys came to our house. We always stay outside because sometimes we have to wait for our stepfather to sleep before we go in to sleep. So sometimes after that day, those guys came. They were talking to my mom. They were like, ọmọ yín ó ṣe kinní kan. We were outside. I was like, okay. That was when they came one day. They told my mom, a fẹ́ gbọ́ pé jáde, a fẹ́ lọ ra aṣọ fún. No, they took me to a house. They said they wanted to initiate me to Alura or Alures or something. I was when they stripped me naked. They wanted to have sex with me. Thank God I was on my period that day. For like six or seven of them. They were 7. They wanted to have sex with me. I was like, is this? I said, I've never told you guys, or when you guys came to our house, that I wanted to do anything cultist or something. They were like, you are sharp. We see that you are sharp. You can do the job. We want to send you on our errand. You can do the job. Guys. So after that, they beat me because they do normal beating. They beat me. They do stuff. When I came back home, there's this thing that when you a child, a girl child came back home and your mom is not noticing like, what is wrong with you? So when I came back home, she didn't say anything. She was even asking me, where are those guys? She said, kí ló wá ṣe ẹ́ ní gbogbo ojú báyìí torí báyìí. I said nothing. I just went to the backyard. I sat down. I was like, is this how I'm going to continue? There's this man too. We call him, I don't want to mention his name because it's one of those cultists then in our street. So the man came to our house. It wasn't me he came to meet. It was one of those ladies because we still have girls in our house. So my mom was like, àwọn ọmọ Tọ́lá nìyẹn o, tó wà òkè bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn bó ṣe wà yẹn, bọ̀bọ́ yẹn máa ń tọ́jú wọn àndó. I was just like, so there was one day the guy came. He was like, báwo ni? I said, fine sir. He said, okay. Mo tiẹ̀ kò like ẹ, ọkọ̀ máa dá jókòó kò máa wo ni kí ló ṣe é? No, nothing, I'm fine. I'll tell him that I'm fine. So that was when my mom initiated the relationship. We don't have a relationship like boyfriend and girlfriend, but my mom initiated it in the fact that he told me he would be sending me to his house. If the man would come, it wasn't me who wasn't sending an errand before. He would start coming to our house, start sending me, so I'll go.
How old were you?
Then I was 16 years old.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, so he actually impregnated a small girl. So on their naming, I don't know, things have been going on. Those girls, he has been sleeping with them. At some point, he had an abortion for one of them. So that day, you told me, ìtókù ẹ̀ wà ní hotel, ṣé wọn náà máa lọ? I said, no, I'm not going. That was when he went home to go meet my mom. Go and tell my mom that mo máa ní mo fẹ́ gbọ́ pé jáde ọpẹ́ sọ pé òun lọ ní àwọn ṣeré ni. Only for me to get home, my mom was, ó yá padà lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹni tó ti ń bọ̀ ibẹ̀ ni kò padà lọ, wọ́n ní wọ́n ń gbá àwọn èèyàn jáde wò lọ. Ṣé passage ẹ̀ náà ló fẹ́ wá sùn sí àndọ̀? So that was when I got there.
So she preferred you sleep at the man's
place, yes.
Okay.
So when I got there, the man took me to this hotel along our street. When we got there, I was now asking him, where are the rest? Oh, she said we are plenty here. Where are the rest? I was like, no, he just wanted to show me around the room that we'll sleep after the whole party. That was when we entered and he locked the door. It was like, oh yeah, bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bọ́ṣọ ẹ̀, tó bá bọ́ṣọ ẹ̀ ń sìn, ṣe mọ̀ pé kinní kan ni mí, máa pa àwọn ọmọ tó máa wọlé wá ń sìn tẹ pé wọ́n máa ṣeré fún ẹ, wọ́n máa ya fíìmù fún ẹ. I was like, ẹ̀gbọ́n kò tí le tó yẹn, kí ni mo ṣe àdéhùn ṣé o rí, mo fojú sọ, mo fara sọ, mo fi gbogbo ẹ sọ, mo fẹ́ máa ṣe bí pé o ṣe kinní kan. I was then started smoking cigarettes. Wọ́n paná sìgá lára mi. We did all sort of things.
How? Why? I don't get. Please say that again.
Wọ́n paná sìgá, like he was smoking cigarette and was using it on my body and I was naked. So I was like, okay.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
So it was like, oh yeah, bossy B, Jackie. I said, okay, you wanted to have sex with me and you are going through this with me. You shouldn't have gone this far. It's a thing that is just a free. You do what you do and you let me go. But why are you doing this and that? And I was like, orí ẹni ò fẹ́ pé ṣó máa ti gbà tí mo ti máa sọ fún ẹ. Most of the time that you come to our house, my wife will not be at home and I will send you something, you'll be running. You will come inside, you will be running. You think I did not see all those things? And I will give you food, I will give you money, I will even give your mommy money to give to you. And I said, okay, Mr. Man, do what you want to do. I was out, he had sex with me. He dropped me that night, that same midnight. When I got home, I knocked the door, nobody knocked, so I slept outside. So when my mom woke up in the morning, it wasn't my mom that came out. So all this, we have tenants in our house. They go, I was telling them that so we talked about that. So this particular man has a friend, a lady friend. I had to go and meet her. I said, Ma, she was like, you don't mean it. That was when the whole saga that he has been sleeping with young girls and he has been aborting pregnancy for them and all. So they did not do anything to it. They just told me to take art. I said, okay, I'll take art, no problem. After that, I was like, okay, what should I do? Let me leave this house or else my life will be spoiled. So I started telling people, please, if you have anybody that needs housemate, let me just be with them. That was when one Yahoo boy came to live in our compound. So this guy will come to our house whenever my mom and stepfather had issue. We'll give my mom money. He talk to me. So sometimes if he's talking to me, he'll be like, so ọmọ tó tiẹ̀ ṣe kíní tó sharp wà nígbẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ and so we'll talk. So one of those days, my mom told me that I had appendix operation then, my mom was like, okay, this thing I'm saying just happened within a space of a year. I couldn't even count the man that I've slept with because at some point I was used to it. So when I call, the guy just said my mom had issues with her husband. So her husband was like, oh yeah, ẹ kúrò ní passage. Ṣebí mi mo gba ilé tẹ́ fi wá sùn passage ẹ kúrò ní passage. So my mom called the guy. Oh yeah, wá bá mi mú ọpẹ tẹ́ kọ́pẹ́ sùn sí ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀. When I got to the house, a man, is a guy. When I got to his place, he was like, ọpẹ́ kíní kan pẹ̀lẹ́ báwo ló ṣe mọ́ ó yá ṣáà sùn. I said okay. I sat down. I was like, within my mind, I know what will happen. So I was just preparing my mind, like whatsoever that will come out of it, I'm ready. So when the man came, it was like later in the midnight, I was like, hey, oh yeah, ṣé mo pé mo like ẹ, mo fẹ́ kí màá tẹ́ máa fẹ́. I was like, ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ tẹ́ ti dàgbà ju ẹni tí mo lè máa fẹ́ lọ or something. I was like, kò báwo mo ṣe dàgbà, mo ò dàgbà now. I said okay. Wanted to be dragging at some point, wanted to be dragging it with me. I just told him, please, do whatsoever you want to do. So we had sex on my own will because I don't want to drag anything with anybody. So after the night, he started coming to our house, started giving me money. He even bought me phone then. So I was using the phone. My mom was like, ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ yìí àbí bàbá fẹ́ yìí ó ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ gan-an. Bàbá fẹ́ yìí ó ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ gan-an.
What's bàbá fẹ́?
But like someone like uncle, street uncle to you. Ó ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ gan-an. I'll be like, okay, ẹ ṣé o. I'll not say anything. So I'll be like, okay, kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe ń sìn then wá lọ kọ́ṣẹ́.
So your mom knew he was dating you?
No.
Okay.
So when kí mo fẹ́ lọ kọ́ṣẹ́.
You think she didn't know, or she just chose to?
Maybe she just chose not to be concerned about it. So after that, I was like, okay, mo fẹ́ kọ́ṣẹ́. I told her, àwọn olówó táwọn fẹ́ fi ràn mí lọ kọ́ṣẹ́. Okay. I started working. I wash clothes and I do all sorts of things. So I told the guy too that, ẹ̀gbọ́n mo fẹ́ kọ́ṣẹ́, wọ́n mi kí n kọ́ṣẹ́ o. So he took me to a place. He has already paid. So when I got there, but after sometimes I was just like, he will come to the shop, he will call my boss. Mo fẹ́ rán lágbájá ńṣẹ́ o. Ó ti gbé mi, ó ti di hotel to sleep with me. Started sleeping with me. Even at home, he just call me, mommy, mo fẹ́ ránṣẹ́ ni o. It's sex. I was like, oh, okay. One day I just said, let me even run away. Maybe if I ran away, I dropped the phone he bought for me. I stopped going to work. So I ran away. For like good 3 months, I was staying with one of my friends. Sometimes living there. I don't know whether my mom looked for me though, because I don't have a phone, so I don't know whether she looked for me. So for that 3 months, I started working. People that I've been working with, like I do go to their house to do housemaid. Some of them love me, so sometimes I'll go to their house, sleep. They'll say, okay, I do this, do that. I spent a month. So later I was like, okay, let me go back home because I have some of my clothes at my mom's place. So when I got back home, it was like that day when she saw me, I was not surprised that doesn't she look for me? Like, doesn't she do anything? Okay, let me just forget about her. She's not the main problem. That was when she was not telling me, and I opened my eyes, I was looking at her like this. Is it you that will tell me that ferry me pelo any emo? I be me telling you that you don't even know what has gone wrong. And I was looking at her that you are not in the best position to tell me don't want to see me with this person. Maybe the guy went to and do extra things to his thing. I don't know.
To what?
To his Yahoo stuff. So she was not like me, ferry pelo any emo, was to buy pelo because mo ti gbọ́ a lot of things. I was looking at her. You can't tell me anything that I'll feel like I want to listen to you or hear what you want to say. Okay. So after that, I left the church. I left the streets. I went to another street. I started gathering for money. I was staying with one of my friends at Ejo. Kesha for many times in. So getting there, I went into another church. I joined the prayer warrior. I was going on and on, front and back. And I have a father. It was later my mom was telling them, Baba Esha one because they were both living in Djibouti. So I was like, okay. Okay, everything will end one day. So when I went there, I was in this church. This pastor will always tell me, wá sílé mi wá dáná, and I will be looking at myself that báwo mo ṣe máa lọ bá pastor dáná nílé. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? But at that point, I wasn't even thinking extra to it. But at a point, I was like, even if there's anything that will come out of it, it's nothing new again. So let's just do anything. So there was this day he called me. So mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní mọ iṣẹ́ tailor yẹn. So mo á léèyàn kan tó ní machine. I used to go to that person's house too. So the man just called me. I was using one small phone. I got myself one small phone. The man was like, hello, àwọn prayer kìnnìkan wọ́n ní vigil ni o, a ní vigil o kò wá o. Manisa, ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò lówó tí mo fẹ́ fi gbé bike. Ọ̀nà àmà worry máa ṣe. So when I got there, he said we should meet one place. So I got there. He first said church. So I was feeling like, okay, it's church. So when I got there, he said, Jeka Amalo. So he carried me on bike. I didn't know that we were going to his house. When we got to his house,
the man is a pastor.
He's a pastor.
In the church.
In the
He's
church.
not the owner of the church.
He's not the owner of the church. He was like, it's not this big church. I was like, okay. Oh yeah, kilo manja. I said, me ò jẹun, because I've already prepared myself with 1,300 and I'll buy gala and small drink then. I was like, okay. We even prayed. We prayed before leaving the house. I was not asking him, sir, but he said we are like 5 that we are going. Why is it? He said it was because I have issue with financial assistance. That was the reason why he was told to carry me. So on getting there, we moved. On getting to a particular junction, he just stopped. He received a phone call and I was hearing from his own end. Kò sí kíní mọ́kẹ́, kò sí VG mọ́kẹ́, kí la máa wá ṣe báyìí? Báwo lẹ́yìn máa cancel program tennis of yàn? And I asked him, I said, sir, but you said some people are there already. How are they going to do it? He said, she be church lọ́wọ́ àwọn máa sùn síbẹ̀. Mo ní okay. And èmi tí mi ò tẹ̀ fọkàntẹ́lẹ̀ nílé, ilé ẹni tí mo ti kúrò gan mo ò lè padà lọ at that moment. Mo ní okay. He was like, okay, ó yá jẹ́ ká padà sí ilé bẹ́yẹn o. We got home. We prayed again. I was sitting down in the sitting room. That was when I was like, Kumade, sinko to mute maje. He said, "Oya ẹ lọ bunje nu kitchen sister kini ko muni ẹ má worry sir. We mute ti wa okay kin tó kúrò nílé." He said, "Okay." That was how we slept. He was going front and back. I said, "Okay. Another sin is going to happen here today. Let's see what will come out of it." And that was when he came. I was like, ṣe má sùn síbẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ wá sùn sínú yàrá. Báwo mo ṣe máa wá sùn sí pastor nu yàrá? I was not asking that, what of ìyàwó yín ńkọ́? But I guess that house is just a house that he took maybe ladies in the church or choir or anything. Because that's not, I'm not seeing any picture. I'm not seeing anything that someone is living here. It's just a place that he carry his victim to do whatever he wants to do with them and leave. So when I got inside the house, I was looking at him. Okay, kò sí wàhálà. He said, ṣé the man wants to see? I was not wearing something revealing. I was wearing a long gown because it was a vigil. Because of mosquito. He tore my clothes. A pastor, he tore my whole clothes. He was like, ṣé wàá fẹ́ máa ṣagídí pẹ̀lú mi? Ṣé o fẹ́ sọ fún mi pé o mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ lọ ń bí báyìí? Initially, there was no vigil. But torí pé mo ti máa ń sọ fún ẹ láti jẹ́ pé wá, o máa sọ pé o wá, màá ní kó wá bá mi dáná, wàá máa yí mi, wàá máa sọ pé kíní kan. That was why I made that plan. I was like, okay. Bàbá, ẹ má wulẹ̀ nà mí o, ẹ ṣe àṣẹ mi pẹ̀lẹ́. Because èmi ò fọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ ẹnu ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, mo kàn fẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé mo mọ̀ nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe ni mo yẹ ṣe àwọn nǹkan. He put some stones and he was like, má pè mí ní pastor o, pè mí lórúkọ mi. I said, okay. Kí ni kí wá pè yín báyìí? He mentioned his name. I said, okay sir. Okay. Kí ni kí wá ṣe báyìí? Ó yá bọ́ síbẹ̀ yẹn sìn. O dẹ̀ ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé virgin yẹn, ṣé virgin ni ẹ ni? Mo pé nǹkan tí nǹkan fẹ́ ṣe, ẹ̀mí gan ti bá báyìí ṣe gan sẹ̀rẹ̀, ẹ̀mí máa bà lé ẹ. You start speaking in tongues and all stuff. As I said, okay, fine, sir. Aṣọ mi tẹ́ wá yà ń kọ́. Báwo lẹ fẹ́ kí n délé láàárọ̀ là kó wá máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ mi? Ẹni tí mo bá gbé kó wá máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ mi pé kí ló ṣe é? Ibo ló ti kó eléyìí tó kó yìí? I was like, kò sí kan tó kọ ẹ̀mí tí mo bá ṣá, he had sex with me. I said, okay. The following morning, the same person that was telling me, giving me excuses, went to drop me in church. When I got to church, I said, okay, fine.
What about the clothes?
The clothes, I was just holding my clothes like this because it was the off shoulder. And that was my first clothes that I did myself then, learning the tailoring stuff. So I just hold the clothes like this. When I got to church, I came down.
It dropped you off like that?
It just dropped me off. He didn't even give me money. I said, okay. When I got to church, I was sitting in front of the church. There's this old woman that sell roasted maize. I told her that, Mama, Ejo, if fún mi ní bó ti jẹ́ 200, mo fẹ́ fi ṣe ra recharge card sórí phone mi, mo fẹ́ pè yàn. And I called the youth president. My worst mistake is I shouldn't have called him. I said, Pastor, nǹkan báyìí máa lo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lẹ́sìn yìí o, sí mi o. And the man was like, can you go? Okay. They came down. So the thing started escalating in the church. They started escalating the whole issue. So some old men called me to office, to the pastor's office, and they were like, the man told them that I was dating him. And I was surprised. I was sitting there, I was like, sir, when did you even ask me out? There was no point. I wanted to say something. So after he said the whole story, he was like, he did not rape me, and he just did normal as boyfriend and girlfriend. And I was looking at the whole sitting there. So are you guys trying to tell me that I can date a pastor, like I can befriend a pastor, and there's no sin? There's someone that has a wife? And the man was like, okay, say your own part. That was when the man said, if not because those sitting down, if not because I like him, I wouldn't have followed him to his house. I said, sir, did he even tell you what? He said there was a virgin. He said, why don't I call some people to confirm if there was a virgin or not? That was when I just
That was what they
said. That was when I got angry. I left the gathering.
That was what they told you.
That was what they told me. They were now making the whole issue looks like. So when I got home, when I left there, I was like, am I really the problem? Was I really possessed? So I started asking myself questions. I was like, okay, fine, I will not go to church again. Let me just be who I am. No church, no nothing. So after that, I took myself to another place. Okay, education, no, I'm making caution you because I don't have anything after my secondary school. I don't have anything doing. And the woman was like, okay, fine. If not because, thank God the woman was a mother. Her husband was throwing advances. So that was the reason why she said, what of one day that she will not be around and the man will just do what he wants. Like she would have loved me to stay with them. So she gave me money. I rented a house. She came there. She'll be like, okay, to bashati jilaro, my boy, anything. A lot of time that
she didn't allow you to stay with
them. Yes,
yes,
she got me a place. So she was like, okay, well, do say anything to Bashale. So at some point, because I was not that free in talking to people about what has happened to me. So my boss, she rented a house for me. She was like, okay. So there was one of those days I called her. I said, Mommy, anytime I feel like I should be a woman, she'll be like, and I told her that I used to dig things in my private part, like biro. Sometimes when I bought banana myself, I used them. I use any sharp objects that just come in. Sometimes I use my pillow because then she just bought me rug with pillow. That I use pillow, and she was like, how? Sometimes I use spoon. She was like, okay, can you ma? Da báwo ló yẹ débẹ̀. I said, Mommy, long story ni o pé but mi ò fẹ́ máa sọ because kò sẹ́nibody tó fẹ́ gbọ́ mi and tó ní interest náà rẹ̀ mi, but I will just say a little bit. And she was like, báwo ló ṣe mo ní and uncle mi kan àǹtí mi kan tí mo máa ń bá gbé ní time kan tẹ́ pé ọ̀rẹ́ ọkọ wọn máa wá sílé ìyẹn kò kí n fọwọ́ kàn mi o, he doesn't have sex with me. All he do is use toothbrush on the private part. He will carry me on his lap in the toilet because we have 3-bedroom flats. So he will leave his own flat to my own room that I'm sleeping. He will call me to the toilet because I have a private toilet then. The first time he wanted to do this with me, he first used his finger. After inserting his finger in my private part, he now used toothbrush. So the second time he's coming, I was not comfortable with the toothbrush and the finger anymore. So I was telling him I was not okay, like me wa okay, ni parts ni pe ko ma lo nkan. So that was when he started using this brush, toilet brush, sharp edge ibi ori eyen. So ma ti bo mi lábẹ́. He will start pressing my breast and I will be enjoying it. So
you will be enjoying. At what age?
And I was 6 years old.
Jesus.
So bá ti ṣe tán. Tó bá ti insert àwọn nǹkan yẹn sínú private part mi tán. So at that point at 7, 8 mo ti wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní feel sexual urge gan, even if I have anybody that I will have sex with sometimes, and I turn to tí n bá ti need anything tí mo fẹ́ like tí n bá ti feel like pé mo fẹ́ ní sex, I have sex with almost everybody. There was one time that I had sex with an Hausa man. He was just going that I had to call him that I called him inside as if I wanted to sell something to him. Then I was still at that my sister place. When I was young, I was like, so the man did not understand, but at some point, but I won't continue. Even after we had the sex that day, I still use toothbrush on myself after the sex. So more best ni wa addicted to all those stuff. Like we timbawa she me, I will not look for a man or anybody to have sex with me. I will just buy. But more best ni that being ni mo re freedom because nobody was living with me. So best ni ra mo me. I'll buy cucumber, I'll buy banana, I'll buy sometimes tiba she don ma jẹ nǹkan mi from no ma jẹ nǹkan mi. Ma jẹ ma lo spoon. Most of the time ito mo mi lára jù ni toothbrush yẹn. I will use the toothbrush, I will use spoon and all. So mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní okay fine, but nobody knew. I will come out as a good girl and we'll talk and about oníṣòwò okay ben. So ọ̀gá mi feel pé bí mo ti stop àwọn kan yẹn. Sometimes she will call me even if I get home. Ó máa pè mí lọ pé ṣé o wà okay, ṣé o feel bákan tó bá feel bákan okay kí ni ká ṣe o ṣe ní boyfriend mana mo ní boyfriend jà ṣé wọn ni máa pè mí lájà nígbà tó pé ti bá start asking sex every time. She was like ó ti dàgbà ìwọ náà ti dàgbà náà mo mọ̀ má worry tó bá ti tó time tí màá ní boyfriend màá ní. She was like but tó bá ń ṣe àwọn kan báyìí lọ kò lè tó bá yẹ pé mo ní access sí dido or all these sex toy I will buy them myself and I will just use them on mama lo fara mi lé. So at that point even at some point mo wá feel okay kí ni mo máa ṣe. So mo kọ́ṣẹ́ yẹn and I told my boss mo ní ó dẹ̀ wùn mí bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ ND national diploma kí ni o àwọn àní báwo la ìfẹ́ ṣe. She was like báwo la ìfẹ́ ṣe before she and her husband fought that she has to move back to her hometown. So we lost contact. So I was not seeing anybody to advise me, so I was just doing anyhow. Anything ni mo kàn ṣe nínú ilé yẹn. At some point mo máa jáde, I will have sex with someone and I'll collect money to pay my rent and also mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe nǹkan tó wù mí tó jẹ́ pé ìgbà míì mo lè mú ìgò all this I'll go and buy Pepsi outside, all these bottle Pepsi, not all these plastic one. Màá ra plastic bottle yẹn tí bá ti mú tán màá fi màá ti bọ́ra mi màá ṣe bó ṣe wù mí nínú ilé. So mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní develop all those things. So that was when I was like at some point mo tún wò pé jẹ́ kí n withdraw there because ó ti wá di lemọ́lemọ́. I had serious set of infection. At some point mi nílé rówó fi treat infection because I was just sleeping with anybody. I was just sleeping even in that old street that ọ̀gá mi gbalẹ̀ sí fún mi yẹn. I almost slept with everybody. Some people tí bá bọ́ta ń gbà mí èmi inú wọn máa sọ pé ọpẹ́ ṣé o wá sọ́dọ̀ mi lẹ́nu and it's for fun o unless maybe I needed money ni mo máa sọ pé okay mo tẹ̀ ní ìdòwò ya bá mi sùn kò fún mi lówó but at some point I was just loosed. So mo tún wá rò pé okay ó yá jẹ́ tún lọ sí school then try láti wọ school. So when I got to school there was this guy that was close to me. He never knew us because he was a Christian, not this boy. But I lure him into this thing. So we started having almost every time. I would just tell him to come to my house, to come to where I was living. Because when I got to school, before my boss fought with her husband, she got me a room. Well, she was trying her best. She got me a machine, a little machine that okay, to bá day school, I want little style. Kò tẹ̀ ṣì máa ràn náà tó bá tẹ̀ ti ṣe tán wàá padà make sure pé kọ́ṣẹ́ yẹn dáadáa o mọ̀ mo ní òkè mà pé mo ti gbọ́. So tí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn bá ní sex pẹ̀lú mi tán mo tún máa ń lo nǹkan and at some point bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn máa ń wò mí pé kí ló dé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé kì í tẹ́ pé ní class gan kò ní lè sọ because he knows what I máa ní kí ló dé wọ́n á sọ fún mi pa ṣèbí ìwọ ni when we get to be like are you not okay? I said no, what you are doing I'm not okay. There was one time I got myself ill mo ń lo ìdí ill. So I was just like ó máa ní kí ló dé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ how did you get here pé òun dé láwọn èèyàn tó òun lè bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó máa bá I said I don't trust anybody again no. I don't want to tell anybody before they tell me that òun ní problem òun ní kíníkan báwo ló yẹ wá fẹ́ ṣe man mi mọ mi fẹ́ ṣe o just let me live my life like that. I think tó bá yáṣá ó máa gbára ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi tó bá dẹ̀ gbára ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi maybe you should continue. So I was just going on and nobody to talk to. I don't have a mother, and that's the most painful part. Pé mo tiẹ̀ ní ìyá tí mo tiẹ̀ lè pè pé nǹkan báyìí mà ló ń ṣe mí, nǹkan báyìí mà ni mo ṣe. There was one day that my mom said she went out and somebody was telling her that kàkà kí n fẹ́ ọmọ yín, màmá fẹ́ yẹn má ṣe dájọ́ ọmọ yín lọ, ṣé ọmọ yín tó jẹ́ pa ajá ni. She came home. Wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ṣe kíní kan because there wọ́n wá mọ ibi tí mò ń gbé, wọ́n wá síbẹ̀. So they met a guy tí mo pè wọlé, just a random guy, I don't know him. We've not started having the thing because aṣèjọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́ fi wọlé lọ́wọ́ náà ọ̀gá ẹ̀ tẹ̀ sọ pé kíní kan kí ló ń ṣe ń bí báyìí. Wọ́n wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pariwo mọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn. I changed it for I was like lè lé àlejò mi lọ pé ibo lẹ ti já wá, ẹ̀yin lẹ gbálé fún mi ní kẹ́ tó wá bọ́ síbí kẹ́ tó fẹ́ máa sọ fún mi pé Kenny, I told her that kí lẹ máa sọ fún mi pé kó bọ́ síta pé you've already caused a lot of damage, so why will you tell me? You are not even in the right position to tell me anything. So I told her. She was like oníṣe kíní kan oníṣe pé nǹkan táwọn tiẹ̀ fẹ́ wá sọ ni pé ṣe abálájọ ajá ni. She shouted, she said a lot of things. Èèyàn kan ló sọ fún mi sí ibi tí mo lọ pé àwọn máa ṣe prefer láti fẹ́ mi ju káwọn fẹ́ lọ. Ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ dáadáa, so nǹkan tó ń ṣe lélẹ̀ kì í ṣẹ́jú ẹ̀, ọ̀gá ẹ̀ ni máa lọ bá, ọ̀gá ẹ̀ tó gbalé fún ẹ ni máa lọ bá, tí máa lọ ṣe ní ẹ máa lọ síbẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ lọ. So the guy left. So I told him that kó má worry pé màá wá bí mo ṣe máa pè é later. So and I started turning to bí pé kẹrọkùnrin kẹfẹ́ fúnra yín sọ fún pé mo fẹ́ kó bá mi sùn. So some people see it as a privilege at some point. Ẹ pọ́n máa ní ọpẹ́ ṣé o need anything lénìí ni, so feel like pé kò ní anything kò bá kò máa ẹ wò mo feel like jàre. So that was all, and that was how I've been living my life. And so I just pray that Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí get out of it because it's getting too much. Even school tí mo ṣe wọ̀ yìí gan, I could count a lot of guys that had sex with me, and ìgbà míì mo á tún fi pé mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ wá embarrassed more. Okay, let me just stop. So I've just based on
you're getting ashamed yourself.
Yeah, so I just based on using things on myself. So I don't want to have a boyfriend. I don't want to
do that now.
I still do that once in a while now. Because at the point mo feel makes sense because I was now feeling a lot of things in private part mi tẹ́ pé gbà mí máa treat infection kò ní lọ, but I'm just like nǹkan tó bá tẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀. So that was how I've been living my life. Us to date, my mom, my dad, they don't know any, even my family, my mom family, they don't know anything. They just know that àwọn mọ̀mọ́ kan tó ń jẹ, and I don't go home. Mi nílé kan tí mo fẹ́ sọ pé bí I'm on anything tí mo sọ fún anybody pa nǹkan báyìí mà ló ti ń ṣe mí, but I still do that once in a while.
Have you done other tests?
I was scared at some point because there was a day I was like, yẹ kí n ṣe bóti ẹ̀jẹ̀ HIV test no, but I was scared that kó má tẹ̀ lọ jẹ́ positive.
Okay. So okay, you're going to need to do it so that even if there is, I pray there is none, so you can start treating yourself now. It's curable. Do you understand? I'm not praying there is, but it's okay to know your status. It's okay to know you're fine, aside treating infection. Do you get? So, you're in school at the moment?
Yes, ma'am.
What level are you?
300 level.
Okay, I don't want you to... Did you mention the name of the school at any point?
No.
Okay, I don't want you to mention the school, but you're in school. How is your GP? Are you doing well?
Not really.
Not really.
My first year, I was at 2.9. But at this point, I'm still at 2 points.
2 points at the moment.
Yes, I'm still at 2 points.
So, what have you learned? What has life taught you as a person?
Life has taught me a lot. But let me say, life has taught me, like, I'm just like, if peradventure I'm able to get married today, I get married and I give birth to a girl child, I'm going to do all in all, like all in my power to protect that girl. Or even if it's a boy, I'm going to do all in all, and I'll make sure I don't have a broken home. But I'm just trying not to do that unless I stop all this additive and all. So, and what life has taught me is I have to be for myself. I don't trust people like that. I don't really trust people. So I want to build a home where there will be trust, where my child will be able to come to me, look up to me. Mommy, this is what is going on. This is what I just felt. Oh, when I got to school today, somebody like this did this to me, and I'll be able to be like, okay, this is how I'll go about it. And I've been working. Actually, I'm not lazy. I've been working. I worked to do, even there was something, I got a generator. I had to sell it at 200 level, my first 200 level.
Sell what?
Sell
Okay.
my generator. The generator, I was using it to do charging because at that place we don't really have lights. So I was just staying under one tree to do charging. I had to sell it and pay up my school fees. And so life has taught me that. And what is just that I can say to myself that I'm still angry at my mom. I'm still angry at her. Because there was one day that I wanted to tell her all those things. Like, I wanted to, and she was like, I told her that the day I wanted to tell you this was maybe a day to my wedding so that you will not be that joyous to do my wedding with me.
Wow.
So she was like, kò sí nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ sọ fún mi tó fẹ́ kí n ké. Mo ní ó dọjọ́ yẹn kí n tó gbé yín jókòó. Alẹ́ báyẹn máa pè yín sínú hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì tí mo ti fẹ́ ṣe wedding yẹn. Màá wá sọ everything bẹ́ẹ̀ damage life mi fún yín. So tí bá wá sọ fún yín so that ẹ ní lè jókòó dáadáa. I don't want that day to be a good day for you. To be a man. She was like, kò sí nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ sọ fún mi. Ìwọ ló fẹ́ para ẹ lẹ́kùn. Àwọn ò lè sunkún. Kò sí nǹkan kan táwọn fẹ́ ṣe. So I'm not really happy with her and I don't really like her. So she's not the kind of person that have easy access to me. Sometimes if she come here, I don't even pick her call.
From your heart, beyond what you have said or people and everything, why did you think you become a sex addict?
I became a sex addict, one, because of a broken home.
Okay.
Carelessness of whosoever I met in at a point of my life, people that I lived with.
Your guardian.
My guardian. So careless, I can say carelessness caused it, and I can say at some point I develop it myself. That okay, so this is the way they enjoy, because that is what even right from time got to opolomi she to pick so mo feel be way of life she marry she so I can say those are the cause of all those things.
Okoyemi, how old are you now?
I'm 23 years old.
23. You see, on Talk to Be, we don't judge people, all right? But I just try as much as possible to tell you the truth and encourage you in my little way. You see, most of the things that happened to you were not really your fault. The Bible says, if the foundation is being destroyed, what can the righteous do? It's a foundational issue. It has started from a very, very tender age. So I feel you. I feel your pain. I understand where you're coming from. I don't want to blame your mom because at this moment, she's not really my concern. And people have reasons for doing what they do. She was too carefree. Do you understand? Despite all that happened. But let people that knows her, let people that are going to talk to her or judge her do. I don't want to do that. But you are my point of concentration, okay? Okoyemi, you have a bright future ahead of you. First of all, we're going to try to introduce you to a therapist, a counselor that will help you. It's an addiction. It came and it will go. This your body is not his place. He's not going to dwell here. The thing has dwelled there enough, and enough is enough. But firstly, you have to make up your mind that that thing is going. It's not going to ruin your life, though it has the tendency to ruin your life. But thank you for speaking this out. I know if you don't want to change, you will not be speaking out. But the fact that you have spoken out, this thing will go. That's the number one thing we're going to do by God's grace. And I know you're going to be comfortable. Things are going to get better for you by God's grace. But please, I want you to forgive everybody that has hurt you. From everybody you have mentioned. The reverend, the son, the pastor, your mom, your family members, your auntie, everyone that has hurt you. I want you to forgive them. I want you to let them go. That is the starting point of your healing. That is where it starts from. Do you understand? I want you to free your heart. I want you to let God in your heart. I know you are disappointed by church already. church and you are tired. You don't want to go to church again because of what has been done to you, because of the rejection, because of the pains and everything. But I tell you, there is healing from that place as well. Of course, there are bad men of God, there are bad churches, but there are still good ones, and you need one. You need a Bible believing church, a Christ believing church that will help you to grow. You need Christ in your life. You just need to accept him with your whole heart. Let him dwell inside of you. Christ will not be inside of you and then that addiction still succeed. I'm not saying it will go in one day. Please, I'm not saying it will go in one. I'm not saying close your eyes and it will be gone. But I tell you, it will go. I just need you to believe with me, join your faith with mine to believe that it will go. They've told you are possessed, you are a bad luck, you are a kiniko. No, you are not. You are not. For whatever thing that has registered inside your heart, inside your head, inside your heart, I need you to let it go now. You will look at yourself every morning in the mirror and you will tell yourself, I am not Jabez. I do. Even Jabez had a better name because his name was changed. Abi, you know his story, Abi. He has a better name. Jacob, his name was changed to Israel. I have a better name. I am not what the world called me. Me Okinshiaja. I am a child of God. God loves me more than the devil can ever hate me. I am not rejected. In fact, the people that have rejected you, the rejected stone has become the pillar of the house. You will look at yourself in the mirror, you begin to tell yourself better things. And I tell you, with time, you will see those things manifest. Those are the things you will see. The things that they've called you, that you have believed, that has been on your head. That is what you are manifesting now. But I'm telling you, Opeyemi, you will cancel those things from now. Do you understand? You will cancel those things with your mouth, with your attitude. We are going to try. I'm going to talk to my people in our little ways. We have some foundations that will come, that will help, that will assist. But I tell you, I see a better person. I see somebody. Those things, maybe God allowed them to happen to you so that you can train people coming up. You can help them. Everybody that is there, maybe you can help them. You can tell them your story, that this was me way back, but I'm now a better person. And I tell you, it's going to come to pass. Do you understand me? Do you believe it? You believe you will get better. You believe you will do well. You believe you will excel. You will excel. You will prosper. Opeyemi, you will flourish. You are not your past. You are not that addiction. You are who God says you are. But who God says you are, you have to memorize it. You have to believe it and you have to say it to yourself. See, you see it manifest. The past is your past. Let it go. Let it go. We all have our past. We all have things that we all have things we are not proud of that has happened to us. We all have it one way or the other. But I tell you, this too shall pass. In fact, it has passed. Okay? The Bible says, if a man be in Christ, is a new creature, all things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new. You are a new person. I see God changing your story for good. I see you becoming an evangelist, talking about God to people, talking to the youth, educating them. And by God's grace, it will come to pass. Okay? Please don't dwell on the past. Don't let anybody talk down on you. Don't let them call you the name that God has not called you. All right? God bless you. Thanks for sharing your story with us. I know that by the time this is out, you will see that things have really changed. Okay? Yes. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for coming on the show. See, this is a small gift from us to you.
Yes,
Opeyemi, from my team and I, we're telling you that we love you.
Thank you.
We sincerely love you.
Thank
and
you.
every lover of Talk to Be, the love, we love you. They're telling you, I'm telling you on their behalf that we love you. You're going to find love in us. You will find family in us. You will find friends in us. But above all, I need you to forgive your mom. I know it's hard. I need you to forgive your mom. Please let it go. Okay? She's not the owner of your future. Yes, she's not the owner of your tomorrow. God has used her to bring you to this world. But if God says she's not going to be the part to your success, that you will be a part to her success, let God do it. Okay? Please let her go. All right? I know you're hurting. I know you're pained. I can see it inside of you. I know. But then, let go and allow God. All right? God bless you. I love you. We all love you. And I tell you, we'll follow up on the story. Okay? All right, my lovers. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure you've learned a thing or two. If you have noticed, a lot of the problems that people have now, it's actually or came from their parents. Parents, I will not stop talking to us on this show. Please, let's take care of our children. It's okay. Sometimes you don't wish to be divorced. But if it happens, take care of your children. Take care of their tomorrow. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká jókòó, ká fi èní, ká fi bọ̀la wa jẹ́. Train your children so that you will not have to train your grandchildren. If you know what that means, train your children so you can rest as a grandparent. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do. Do not forget, in whatever thing you're doing, put God first, be determined, and stay focused. I love you, and God bless you all.
Talk to be, share your experience.